Counting blessings, learning lesson got me feeling special. Spending money, mama said, hope the Lord bless you. Everything I ever wanted, had to pray for. Anything I did wrong, had to pay for. I'll do it all again just to make you smile. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Now today, this one is, we going in deep. And this is about when things going wrong, different, or even difficult. A lot of us, we tend to go back to that familiar place. Now, 10 reasons we go back to the familiar place. Number 1, sometimes we go to our old neighborhood. We move to a new place, things don't work out, and you don't get along with your new neighbors, or you kind of feel disconnected. You don't feel like you fitting in with the rest of the people in your neighborhood. You're going through things maybe with the next door neighbor over HOA and cutting the grass, snow removal, etc. Or just plain arguments. And some of us, we get a privacy fence. But with these new ADU laws, that's not enough, because they can build their ADU over top of their garage. And now your privacy fence don't even matter. Number 2, old relationships. Now, you might be in this new relationship for about 4 months, 6 months, maybe a year or more. But your previous relationship lasted about 6 years, 7 years. But things start going wrong. You notice that your new person don't do the same thing that the person in your previous relationship did. Then you start to want to go back to that familiar place. Now, number 3, old friendships. You might have had a friend in middle school, elementary, maybe high school, college for some, and you and that friend used to get in a lot of trouble. So eventually, God took that person out of your life, and it might have been a fallout, or you moved to a different place. Maybe they moved to a different place, and life took a turn, and you felt lost. So you wanted to go back to that old friendship that the Most High took you out of. Now, number 4, bad habits. Now, that can be corn, drinking, smoking, or even hard narcotics, or there's any old small bad habits that you knew was wrong and you moved on from. But after a while, you felt like things was too much and you went back to that familiar place, Number 5, going back home. Now that's a deep one. You might moved in with your person, your spouse, roommate, friend, and bills start stacking up. You wasn't on top of it the right way. Hours got low at the job, etc. Instead of asking your employer for more hours, you know, you wanted to go back home to that familiar place. So you went back home and you noticed it wasn't the same as it used to be. You started getting into it with your parents, your siblings, and your old neighbors. And that was God showing you that you wasn't supposed to go back to that familiar place, you know? Number 6, addiction. Now, you could be addicted to a lot of things. People, substance abuse, like previously, old habits. And you moved on from it. Maybe you went to a therapist, counseling, and you moved on from it, but things took a turn and you went back to that old addiction and you felt like you was in a familiar place, you know? Now, number 7, a bad diet. A lot of us do this weight loss, exercise, and change our diet. Some of y'all stop eating pork. Some of y'all stop eating meat, period. We got these vegan diets, pescatarian, etc. And you was getting into it with people, you know, boss getting on your nerve, person you in a relationship with, or having falling outs, or stress took you back to that old diet, which was a familiar place. You wasn't supposed to go back. Now, number 8, jail. A lot of us think it's easier in jail because there's less responsibilities. Fellas in the trap, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ladies be fighting all the time, and it's just a familiar place. That's why the jail stays so crowded. And oftentimes, you see the same faces in and out of jail. That one cousin, that homeboy, that homegirl, that neighbor, always getting locked up. It's because it's their familiar place. And let's be honest, the Most High don't want you there. Supposed to be a punishment to teach you a lesson, but some of us think it's home. Now, number 9, that job that did not pay enough. Now, you got a new job, pays more, but it was so hard that you wind up calling your old employer, asking for that job that did not pay enough because you was used to it, you was good at it, but it didn't help you enough to pay those bills or take care of your other responsibilities. But it was a familiar place. Now, number 10. Y'all ready? Number 10. Bad family members. Now, you got some family members who make you feel like home, you know, whether it be good or bad, but we got these bad family members who in a trap want you to come back. Yo, I need your help. I can't do this without you. I need somebody I can trust. Come on now, fellas. You know better. Ladies, that cousin who got an OF or work at a club telling you how much money you can make, and you know better. But you see these family members living a certain lifestyle, not knowing the bad part. They're just telling you the good part. And that's a bad family member. Now, that's 10 signs that you shouldn't go back to that familiar place. So, that's all I got for y'all today. Till next time, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.